Morning, everyone. Am I audible, people? Yes, no.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, you're audible.
Okay. Let's wait for one more minute and see if someone else is also joining. Okay, let me share my screen. All four of you have already joined. Okay. Now, people, this is your curriculum for Excel, and there are few topics which are missed. We will try to cover them and finish. Now, we will start with module 7, 7, 8, 9, and 10 today, and we will try to finish the topics that we have not covered. Okay, cool. So, we'll start with module 7, conditional formatting basics, highlighting duplicates, time and date functions, today, now, network days, and then we will move to charts. So, let's start with conditional formatting first. Okay, any idea what is conditional formatting? All of you?
Yes, like formatting the data based on some conditions, like if or maybe like some other criterias, multiple criterias.
Okay, good. Now, in Excel, when we studied formatting, there are few things that we do, right? For example, when we work with cell, what do? We change the font or the color or the background, or we add color scales, or we add icons. So these are all the formatting techniques that we allow on a cell. But all this comes with a condition. So we do conditional formatting on the cells by changing the font color or the background or scales. This comes with different conditions. Now, conditions not like your if. Okay, conditions not like your if. So we have studied conditions through if, but here we don't select or write if condition. Excel gives you that option to select range of values, and then you apply this formatting on the range of values. Okay. Now, why is conditional formatting important, people? Why is conditional formatting important? Because it highlights cells that are more important to us, right? I just want to highlight few cells where the sales says more than a particular number or the sales says less than a particular number. So I will only focus on those cells because those are more important to us. Now, we will try to apply it on our worksheet. And yesterday, I shared a worksheet with all of you, right? Which is your pivot table. And I guess all of you have downloaded it. Just check it once. It is there on the WhatsApp group, people. Check your WhatsApp group. You should be able to find the file. Let me know if you have this file. Let me know if you found this file, all of you. Yes, no, people, fast.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Okay, let's start working with this now. Okay, this is your original data. Now, the first scenario that we are going to take is I want to highlight all the cells where the total sales is greater than 10,000. So what will I do? I need to highlight my cells on the sales column. So I'll select the entire range in the sales column. How do you select it? Just go to this cell and press Control Shift down arrow. Control Shift down arrow. Okay. And once you have selected this range, we will go to conditional formatting. Okay. We will go to conditional formatting. Now, conditional formatting has five major options: highlight, top, data bars, color scales, and icon sets. Let's start with this. I want to highlight all the cell that are greater than, and when you click on greater than, it will give you a dialog box. Here, I have to write 10,000. Here, I have to write 10,000, and then you get to choose the color of your background. The color of your background can be chosen from this option. Let's say you want to keep them as green fill and just click on OK. So you see that in this range, your conditional formatting has been applied to the cells which are doing sales more than 10,000. Okay. All of you try this and let me know if you are able to get this or not. Done, all of you? Yes, no. Vishal, Vijay, Adrika, Shreyam Shah, Vishnu.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Now, in Excel, there is a limitation. We cannot apply, two conditional formatting to the same range. Okay. Now, if I have to write one more logic where I color the remaining cells with red, I again have to select this entire range. And I have to go here and highlight cell rules less than 10,000. And you can select them as red. Okay. You can select them as red. So this is a basic conditional formatting where you apply the background color based on a particular value greater than 10,000 or less than 10,000. Okay. And if this is done, we will go here and under highlight cell rules, there are other options as well. Greater than, less than, between, equals to, text that contains, date occurring, duplicate values. Let's say I want to highlight all the ice creams from here. I want to highlight all the product which are ice cream. So what will I do? I'll select this entire range, go here, go to your highlight cell rules and select text that contains ice cream. So it will highlight all the cells which has ice cream. Okay. It will highlight all the cells which have ice cream. And this is available through your option highlight cell rules and text that contain. Try this, all of you. Try this. Okay. Let's move to the next scenario where you have this range of betweens. But before you try to apply one more conditional formatting here, you have to clear the earlier one. Okay. Clear rules from the selected cells, or you can clear it from the entire sheet. Now, what if I want to apply a conditional formatting on a range of values? So you have this called between let's say 10,000 and 20,000. 10,000 and 20,000. And you can just fill it with green and okay. Fine. Hmm. Okay. So you see that whichever number falls in that range between 10,000 to 20,000, all those are colored green. This is for the scenario where you use highlight cell rules and between. Try this, all of you. Now we'll go by sequence. People, earlier I did not go by sequence. So what we have done, we had studied pivot table before, but from next week onwards, this sequence will be followed. So your next Saturday's topic will be dashboard. Then you move to Google Sheets, Google Sheet Advanced, dashboard integration with Google Sheet, macros, and so on. So from next week, we will go in the same sequence as mentioned in this curriculum. Okay. So earlier I had just jumbled a few topics, but not an issue. So that is the reason today we will finish things which we have not done. And then from next week, it will be streamlined. Okay.
Bidan, possible, can you send this Excel to us on WhatsApp?
I think this will be available on your LMS. Okay.
No, but in in detail, this is not available.
Okay. So what you can do, Vishal, you can just ping in the group. I think the
Okay,
admin or someone will be sending it to you. Okay.
okay, all right.
Fine. Because I'm looking at their worksheet and doing it. Okay. So you can
Okay,
just
no
ask
problem.
them to send it. They will tell you.
Done, done. Okay.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Did you all do this between one? Okay. Good. Now, the last one here in the list is highlighting the duplicate values. Now, the strange part is here on this salesperson, there are so many duplicate values, but still let's try it. Let me select the entire range and go to your conditional formatting, go to highlight cell rules and duplicate values with light fill. But I told you this data has got the same names multiple times. So it might highlight the entire range. But try this, people. You should know how duplicate works. Try this. Okay, done. Did you all highlight the duplicate values? Assessment sheet. Which assessment sheet, Shreyamsha, you're talking about? Yesterday's one or done? Okay. This was about highlighting the duplicate values. Let's come here. Now, if you see here, it is asking you top 10, top 10%, bottom 10%, above average and below average. So let's do one thing. Let's first clear the formatting here. Okay. Let's clear the formatting from the entire sheet. Okay. And I want to highlight all the sales which are greater than the average sales of the entire data. Okay. I want to highlight all the sales which are higher than the average sales of the entire data. So you have this option under top and bottom. Do you see? Above average. Okay. Now, how do you know what is the average? You got from here highlighting the cells above average. But you should know, right, what is average? Or Excel has done some calculation in the back end to find out the average. So let's try to calculate the average just to validate. I'm just doing this to validate the numbers. That's all. So all of you know how do you get the average. So I got the average as 7301. So Excel should have highlighted all the cells where the value is greater than 7301. Correct? See here 7318, 7318. So it means Excel is highlighting the correct cells. But this is just for our validation, people. We just wanted to see how did Excel choose the average number. So try this, all of you. Conditional formatting. Under top and bottom, you have above average, you have below average. Done, all of you? Yes, no? Okay. This is for above average. Same thing. If you want to highlight all the cells which are below average, you can go here. First, clear from the selected cells. Go here. Under top, you have below average. Okay. And you know that number. The average number was 7318, I guess, right? 7301. So it will highlight all the cells which are below this average. Cool. So try this, all of you. Below average. Try this below average one, all of you. Done, everyone? Yes, no? Okay, good. Okay, let's move to the next concept, which is top 10 items, top 10%, bottom 10 items, or bottom 10%. Now, if I had to find out the top 10 sales, okay, if I have to find out the top 10 sales, what will I do? I'll just clear this rule once and go here, go to top and click here on top 10 items. Now, here you can edit. Top 10 doesn't mean it is constant about 10. You can always change the number based on your requirement. You can have 5, 20, 30, whatever it is. So what will it do? It will pick up the top 10 items. Let's see. Did it highlight anything here? Did it highlight anything? Yes. When you scroll down, you see it has highlighted the top 10 sales. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and whatever numbers you have, which falls under top 10 sales. Okay, try this, all of you. Top 10 items. Okay, I think all of you should have done it. The next concept here is people top 10%. What is top 10%? Now, let's say you have 100 items. Out of that 100 items, it will pick up the top 10%. So you should ideally get 10, or it depends on the total number of rows. If you have 50 rows, if it picks up top 10%, it is going to be 5, right? So let's go here and see what Excel does for top 10%. So it has highlighted top 10%. Now, this is not the number, people. This is top 10% of all the values that you have. Okay, top 10%. Try this, all of you. You go to conditional formatting, go to top, and you have top 10. Are you all doing with me? Top 10 and top 10%. Okay, good. Next. The same way you can get bottom 10 and bottom 10% also, people, not an issue. Okay. Next, go to clear rules from selected cells. And now let's look at color bars. Let's look at data bars. Now, if you go to data bars, there are two options. You have gradient fill and solid fill. So let's start with gradient fill. Okay. Now in gradient fill, what happens? You will see that the intensity of the color will not be same across, right? That is gradient fill. Now, the length of the data bar will depend on the sales value. Higher the sales value, higher will be the length of the data bar. Same way, this is gradient fill, and you can just replace this with solid fill. Now you'll see that the intensity of the color is same in all the data bars. Both are same, people. It depends on how you want to visualize this bars. If you want it to be gradient, you get it as gradient. If you want it to be a solid fill, you can get it as a solid fill. Try this, all of you.
Hi, Vidin. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, Vishnu, tell me.
Yeah, just to remind that I think we have covered this topic before.
Okay, we have covered, right?
Yes.
We have covered all, right? Even the icon sets also we have covered.
Uh,
Yes, actually, I was also going to say that we have
Okay,
covered it.
cool. Not an issue. Let's move to the next concept, people, which is your charts then. Okay, we will move to your charts. Okay, now one topic, sorry, there is one thing in this conditional formatting that we have not covered. Till color scales and icons we have covered. Let's touch on this formulas today, now, network days, date difference, and EO month. Okay, let's go to our sheet. Let's go to our sheet. Here we don't have a date column, right? We don't have a date column. So let's do one thing. Let's take a new sheet and let's do one thing. Let's create a date column, people. Manually create a date column. Let's try to create date from 01/04/2026. Okay. And let's take a sales value as well. Okay. And what I'll do, I'll auto generate the dates. I will auto generate the sales. Cool. Let me select this and drag it across. Same thing. Let me select this and drag it across. All of you create these two columns. And then we'll see all the date and time functions that we have in Excel. I think string functions also we have covered, right? All the string functions we have covered: left, right, mid, and text split, text to columns. All those string functions are covered. Yes, no, everyone. Vishal, Vishnu.
No, actually, I don't think so. We have covered that.
Text functions is not covered. The first, if you remember, we had full name, we extracted the first name, we extracted the last name, search, find, replace.
I think we covered last week.
Okay, we have
Okay.
covered.
Like left, right, we did.
Yeah, left, right, mid, we have covered. And I think text to columns also we might have covered. Okay, not an issue. Towards the end, we will just touch base. Okay,
Yeah, text to column we did.
correct. So I guess,
No,
Vishal,
Bijan,
you,
I think I was not available in the last week, so maybe at that time
yes,
it was done.
you were
So my
you were
apologies for
not
that.
there. You were not
Yeah.
there. Not an issue. We have covered those. Okay, so today we'll finish this. Did you all create these two columns, date and sales?
yes.
Okay. Now in Excel, how do you generate today's date? We have a function called equals to today. It generates today's date. Okay. It generates today's date. The function is simple, equals to today, equals to today. Try this, all of you. Okay. Now, if I have to extract the year from the date, we have this simple function called year, and just select this date. You get year. Okay. You get year. Okay. The next, the next one is extracting the month. Extracting the month from the date. You have equals to month. Next, day equals to day, and you can just pick up this serial number. Now here serial number means your date. You have the simple functions year, month, and day. Try this, all of you. The next one is the next function that we are going to cover is how do you get the month name? We have got this date. From this date, I want to extract the month name. So how do you extract the month name? Any idea, people? Any idea? Have you used this function earlier in your project or anytime? Okay, now Excel does not have any direct formula to calculate the month name, but we have this formula called text. We have this formula called text. This formula takes two parameters. The first one is your date. The second one is the format that you want. I want the complete month name. So I'm going to use MMMM. So when you use 4 times M, it gives you the complete month name. Okay. So you get April. Make sense, all of you? Yes, no? Try this.
Yes.
Try this, all of you.
Bidan, meanwhile, people try. I had one question. Like,
Okay.
see, formulas. We learn formulas. That's fine. But we are aware of the formulas also. But see, what happens is when we don't do that frequently. So what happens is that when we get some challenge that we need to use this formula, at that time we don't recollect this formula. But then we search in Google that what is the formula, how to use it, and then we do it. So,
Correct.
is there any way, like, I mean, it's like something wherein we can remember, or any way, like, we can get it on one click or something kind of?
See, there are two things on it. First is practice. Now, in your curriculum, you will be having 5 to 6 projects. So when you do all those
Okay.
projects, right, every projects require you to work with different formulas. So when you practice with 5, 6 different data sets, that sticks to your mind, right? So when you're working with date functions, you know what function to use with what scenario. So it all comes with practice. Okay.
Okay.
Plus the projects that you do. Okay.
Okay.
And obviously, there are times when you come across a scenario that you have not used. At that time, you all have to do some Google. Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, you
That's
should
the
know
common.
the basics. You should know the basics, how to apply these formulas. And see, these are simple formulas. With practice, this comes. And also with projects, you people have 5 to 6 projects. You will work on 6 projects. And after that, you should be confident with 90% of the formulas in Excel. And yesterday's
So,
project, I have already explained. If you people go through the recording, yesterday's
okay.
project is live for all of you. Okay.
Okay. Fine.
What needs to
So,
be done is
uh,
explained.
yeah. So all these six projects we will be doing after completion of VBA macros, right?
No, so every project is divided on the basis of the topics that we have
Topics.
covered.
Okay.
So the
Got it.
projects will be live one by one. So for you
Understood.
people, yesterday the project that was live is retail store, which focuses on few of the concepts that I have explained yesterday. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
So next week, another project will be live for you and so on.
Noted.
Okay. Now, the next function that we are going to see is how do I get the day name, or you call it as the weekday name. So we have a function called same text. You take the date, and here you take d 4 times d. It gives you the weekday name. It gives you the weekday name. So basically, all this parts that we are extracting is from your date only. Okay, now you people can ask me a question. What if I use 3 Ds instead of 4 Ds? If I use here 3 Ds instead of four, what will happen? You don't get the complete day name, you just get the
Short form,
abbreviation form. Okay,
abbreviation.
this depends on your requirement. If you want to show the complete weekday name or just the abbreviation. This is your today. Okay. The next function that we are going to see is date difference. Now, I have got my date and I have got today's date. If I have to see the difference between this date and today's date, we will be using date difference function. Now, if you look at date difference, it will have 3 parameters. It will have your start date, it will have your end date, and there is one more parameter which is important. Do you want the difference between the dates in years? Do you want the difference between the dates in months? Do you want the difference between the dates in days? Right? So these 3 parameters are important for your date difference function. Okay. So you find the difference between two dates. Okay. You find the difference between two dates. Let's try to apply date difference here. So I'm just going to name it as difference. And let's try to first get the difference in days. Okay. Let's try to get the difference in days. Now, you will search for this function called date difference and you don't find any function called date diff, right? But this function exists in Excel, but it is a hidden function. Now, if you want to confirm it, the best way is go to the Microsoft documentation. Just search here date diff in Excel. Okay. And let's open the Microsoft documentation. If you open the Microsoft documentation, you find here this function is there called date diff. But this function is not available when you try to search it here. Got it? So don't get confused, people. The date diff function is there. Okay? It is there. Now, if you see here, Microsoft gives you this definition of what are the parameters. So you have your start date, you have the end date, and the last parameter is if you want to find the difference in year, we have to pass it as Y. Difference in month, we have to pass it as M. Difference in days, we have to pass it as D. Cool. Let's try to implement it here. Let's try to implement it here. Okay. So date diff, your start date. See, right now it is coming. Do you see? The start date is this. The end date is today. And I told you for the difference, it is going to be D, right? You have to mention here T. So let's see what is the answer. So from this date till today, there are 39 days past. Okay. There are 39 days past. Done? Did you all get the difference in days? Yes, no?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Now, let's try to find the difference in month. This is just 1 month, right? This is just 1 month. So it will give you one. All of you try for month. Try for month, all of you.
Okay, so
What does it give you? One or zero?
it gives one, but where the count of days is less than 30 or 31, it gives zero. I mean to say, for
It
example, for
rounds off.
11.
Okay. It will round off. Let's try it. Okay.
Okay, okay,
It will round off. Okay. Even if you check for year, it will round off and give. Because it cannot give 0.5 months or 0.6 months. Okay. It will only give you an integer.
okay.
Okay. Let's try. So here it gives you months, and here it gives you zero, right? 11 days, 13 days. It cannot give you, right? 0.3 months or 0.4 months. Correct? It is only integers. Got it? All of you?
But within one question, like if we minus and do that, and we get number of days, but we cannot
Hmm.
divide it by 30 or 31, right?
Yes, you can divide. You can divide. Now, you know, April is 30 days, right? April is
So
30 days.
30,
What you can do, you can divide this by 30. Now, you get 1.3. Now,
3.
how will you interpret 1.3?
Okay. Yeah, then
Correct? How will you interpret 1.3? Right? It becomes difficult.
difficult, yeah.
That is the reason it gives you only in integer. See, even though this is more than 1 month, right? But it still gives you just 1 month. 1 month, 9 days. Okay. Next, we have one more function called e end of month. Okay. Let's write here as end of month. The function is EO month. EO month. What it does, people, end of month will pick up the last day of the month. It picks up the, 1 second, sorry, it has got some more parameters. Okay, see, start date and months. Let me give as 0. Let me give as 0. So what will it do? It should pick up the last day of the month. Now, it is giving me a number, people. Any idea why? Why is it giving me a number?
Format change.
Yeah. Yes, that is true. Format change. I told you in the first class that in Excel, numbers can be converted into dates and dates can be converted into number. Let me convert this into date. Do you see end of month gives you the last day of the month? The last day of the month is April. Okay, this function is also very useful, people. End of the month. end of the month. What if you want to find out end of previous month? Then I want to find out end of previous month. Let's say March. What will I do? Let's try this. Year, month, start date, and let me give here -1. Let's see what it does. I give the months as -1. Okay. What it should do? It should go back to your March, and it should give you the last day of March. Do you see? I'm getting the last day of March. Why? I went 1 month back. 1 month back from where? From April. From April, if you go 1 month back, it is March. And EO month picks up the last day of that month. Try this, all of you. Try this. Now. Done, all of you. Done.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Now we saw this function called today. What today gives you? Today gives you only today's date. But if I want to find out the time also, so we have a function called now. Okay, we have a function called now. What will it do? It will give you both the time as well as the date. Do you see? It gives you time as well as the date. Okay, all of you, try this. Okay. If I ask you, how do you extract the time? How do you extract the hour? So we should have a function for hour. The function is hour. And let's take this date. It should give me the hour. See, 12 hours. 12 hours. And what about minute? Equals to minute. Equals to minute. It gives you the minute. Okay. It gives you the minute. So now function gives you both date as well as time, but your today function gives you only the date. Cool, all of you? Try this. What about second, people? What about second? Equals to second. I don't think it gives you second, but still, for your knowledge. Okay. Try this first. And then we will study one last function. After this, we are going to study one last function, which is net work days. And this function is very important. Okay. What is it? It is net work days. What this does, it also gives you the difference between two dates. But you keep hearing this term in your office, right? What is it? Working days. So when you use net work days, it will exclude Saturday and Sunday, right? Sometimes your client will keep saying, okay, how many working days? In working days, we do not calculate Saturday and Sunday. So we will be using this function to calculate the net work days between 2 days. Okay. Net work days equals to net work days. Okay. See here, all of you. It gives you only the weekdays between two dates. So my start date is this. My end date is this. Let's see. It gives you 28, right? Let's see the difference. Here you had how many days? 39. But here it gives you 28. Why? The remaining 11 days are all Saturdays and Sundays. Got it? All of you? The remaining 11 days are Saturday and Sunday. Yes, no?
Yes.
This is important because when you are working with some client, you are not going to use date difference. You will be using network days to calculate how many working days are there between two dates until and unless it falls on some holiday. Correct? If there is no holiday on weekdays, we can say how many days are there between two dates. Make sense?
Yes.
Cool. Now we will move to the next con. All of you are done, right? Shreyamsha, Adrika, Vishal, Vishnu.
Yes.
Done. Vishal, Vishnu, Adrika. What about you people?
Yes, it's done.
Done? Cool. Chalo. Now, the next concept which we have is visualization. We have done enough of data analysis. Now, it's time for us to visualize. Any idea, people? What is visualization? What is visualization? Hmm. We have been
To
hearing this term a lot.
see, like we have the data in table format. So in case there is a lots of data or lots of length of the data, uh,
Okay.
we can reduce it by visualizing in the different way or a different option, wherein we can have a very small kind of a summary wherein we can understand the data insights.
Okay. Okay. That is fine. That is when you have data. But in simple terms, if I ask you people, what is visualization?
Like viewing the data insights, or like
Okay.
just uh,
Viewing the
use.
data insights in form of what? You will view the insights through something, right?
Graphical representation.
Correct. So visualization is basically the pictorial representation, not even the graphical, right? Pictorial representation, or many people also call it as graphical. What you told is also correct. Graphical representation of the data, right? Graphical representation of the data is visualization. Now, why is visualization important? Why is it important? Any idea, people tell me? Why is it important?
To identify the output of the data, whether it is like, for example, in one case, like there are targets. So like which metric, which target is met, accordingly we can put the colors and all. So a
Okay.
client can identify that yes, this part of is one where the target is not met for this metric. So something that kind
Okay.
of.
So what Vishal told is one use case, targets versus sales representation through
Makes complex data easier to
charts.
understand.
Sorry, complex data is easy to
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
Okay, complex data is easy to understand. Now, just focus on this data set that we have worked. Now, here, luckily, the sales is always increasing. But sometimes what may happen, let's say I am plotting a visual. I want to see a trend in my sales. I want to see if my sales are increasing with respect to time or decreasing. Now, when you look at the numbers, it might not give you a great clarity that how the trend is going on. But when you try to plot the same thing through some visual, okay, let's consider I'm using a line chart. What is the purpose of line chart? I'll tell you. Now, the same data, when I try to show it in form of a visual representation or a pictorial representation, it gives me a message that yes, the trend line is increasing and I always see a positive trend in my sales. Correct? Now, the best part here is you don't see the numbers on this line, but when you look at this line, you see that this line is always moving upward, which is giving you a clarity that yes, your sales are always having a positive trend. Yes, no?
Yes.
We always have numbers and data, but when we visualize them, it gives us a better clarity of what is happening in the data. Now, even if I give you this visual, let me just give you this visual and I don't say what is the data behind it. Tell me, do you need the data behind this visual to find out what is happening? No, right? If I just give you a visual, you will try to find out what is happening in your company. You don't need those numbers. Now, as a top management, people they don't have much idea about the data. They don't know about the technical terms or the tools. But what they try to expect from data analysts like us is we try to show them the data in a form which is easily digestible. And the easiest form of digestible data is showing it through visuals. So when you show it through visuals, they get to know what is happening because everyone can read, everyone can read different visuals, what is happening here. That is the purpose of visualization, and visualization are also the best tools to say story, right? Visuals are the best way of telling story. So at the end of the day, what are we doing? We are telling a story. We are telling a story through this visual. And how is this visual coming? By plotting those data points. Even though you don't have knowledge about these data points, but if you look at this visual, you know the story behind it. Your sales are increasing. Got it? Make sense, all of you?
Yes.
Yes. Now, the point is there are so many visuals that we have, right? If you people have seen any of the dashboard, there are so many visuals. You might have heard about bar chart, column chart, pie chart, line chart. There are so many charts. Now, every chart has got a different use case. We cannot use all the charts for any scenario. We have different use cases for the charts. Now, let's try to work on a data and see what are the different use cases. But before you try to understand use case, you should know one thing. When you look at data, data is basically divided into two parts. You have categorical data and you have quantitative data. So quantitative data is basically all your numbers. Now, in most of the cases, what we do, we try to plot one categorical versus one numerical. Correct? For example, product wise sales. So you have one categorical column, you have one numerical column. So when you have one categorical and one numerical, the best charts to plot are always bar charts. Correct? Bar charts or column charts. Now both the charts are same. The only thing is what your eye appeals. If you like bar charts, you will use bar charts. If you like column charts, you will use column chart. But you should know this condition. If you are plotting one categorical variable versus one numerical variable, bar charts are the best. So let's do one thing. Let's take a data set and work on it. Let me share the data set on your WhatsApp group, and I want all of you to download it. Give me 1 second. One second, people. I'll just send it in 1 minute. Let me get the data for you, people. One second. Not downloading. 1 second, people. Some issue with the Excel file. Okay. Do you know all know how do you copy data from one sheet to other? Go here, right click, you have this option called move or copy. And if you want to create a copy, you can just go here, select your new book. It copies to a new Excel one. Okay. And let me do one small thing. Let me go here. Just save it and I'll send you in a while. All of you download this file. Okay. Download this file. I'm pasting the second one. Sorry, it got added into different files. Not an issue. You people copy it in a single Excel workbook. Okay. Copy it in a single Excel one. Done. Did you all open both the files? Okay. Try to have both the data in one table, people. Collate and have both the data in one table. It will be easy for all of you to follow, right? I have sent you 3 files so far. Just copy and paste it. So we will start with
Gideon, you want all the three files data in one sheet?
yes.
Okay.
Okay. What will you do? Just copy, people, and create a new worksheet. Copy and paste. Okay. So this is 4, right? I'll go here. What you can do, right click, move copy, create a copy to book 3. So you can copy it to book 3. Okay. Okay. See here. It got copied here. Now go to the last one, which is book 5. Right click, move or copy, and create a copy. Go to workbook. You should select 3 and okay. So see here, this is how you get all the data in one sheet. Okay, got it? The process is simple. Okay, now we will start working on this, people. We will start working on this. Okay, so we will work with the first sheet, which is product, sales, and profit. Did you all copy? Okay. Did you all copy? Yes, no?
Yes.
Cool then. Let's start. Let's start. Okay. Now, if you look at this data, I have got different products, their sales, and their profit. Correct? Now, to create a chart in Excel, what we have to do, we have to select the range. Let's say I just want to create a chart on the basis of product and sales. So what will I do? I'll select these two columns only. Okay. And select the entire range. Select the entire range, people. Now, I have got all these products. After selecting the range, you should go to insert. You should go to insert. Now, if you focus on the rule, we are plotting one categorical versus one numerical. You don't select the charts from here. Okay. Just click on recommended charts and see what Excel recommends you. Click on recommended charts. See what Excel recommends you. Now, if you see, Excel has recommended you three charts. Correct? Excel has recommended you three charts. The first one is your column chart. The second one is your bar chart. And the third one is your Pareto chart. Okay. So we want to plot a column chart. So what we will do? We will take a column chart. Click on OK. And your chart will appear on your worksheet. See here, your chart has appeared on the worksheet. How many products do we have? 2, 4, 6, 8. Whatever products are there, it will reflect here. Now, you can increase the height and width a bit. So this is my column chart, all of you. Okay. This is my column chart. Now, there are few things that all of you should do. Let me know if you have created this chart. All of you, let me know if you have created this chart. Did you all create this chart? Let me know.
Yes.
Okay. What about others? Shreyamsha, Vishnu, Adrika, did you all create this chart? Yes, no, people first. Okay, Shreyamsha is done. Vishnu, what about you? Adrika? Okay, now. Okay, see here, all of you. Once you create this chart, there are few formatting things that you should know. Now, I don't see the data labels on the bars, but when you hover your mouse, the data labels are available. So what we can do, we can add those data labels. Now, you will see a plus symbol here. Okay. What is this plus symbol?
There is
This
a
will help you.
disturbance background. Can you please ask?
Vishal, you
Can you?
mute yourself. Okay. See here, when you click on this plus symbol, right, you have different chart elements. Right now, the axis is switched on, the chart title is switched on, the grid lines are switched on. And let me switch on the data labels. Correct? See, if you switch on your data labels, it is on. But But there is one issue with this data labels, people. If you see, the data labels are overlapping with each other, right, at some places. So what we have to do, we have to fix this overlapping. How do you fix it? There is just one way. Right now, it is horizontally aligned. We can align it in vertical direction, right? So let's do one thing. We will go to data labels, and there are a few options here. See, inside and inside base, but these are all not going to help us. Or you can have this data call out. But still, in data call out, there are so many labels which are overlapping. So what we will do, people, we will go to more options. So when you click on more options, it will open up data labels here. So what we will do, we will come here. We will come to the third option, which is your size and properties. We will go to alignment. Under alignment, you have this text direction, which should be vertical. Now, if you see, people, the numbers looks good and they're not overlapping. Try this, all of you. Try this. Done. Next. Close this. Let's give this chart a title. So what we will do, this is product wise sales. You should have a title, product wise sales. Now, there are few more things which can be done. If you see on top, there are different chart designs. Okay, there are different chart designs. See, you can select the chart designs from here, whatever you feel. Okay, see, you want this in color. Okay, your wish. Cool. See, whatever looks better, people. Now, if you have this background looks better, let me choose this only. Okay, next you have quick layout. Okay, and in quick layout, see, again you have different styles. Whatever style suits, see, the numbers are inside the bars. But what we had is better. What we have is better, right? Now, this is column chart. What did we plot? A categorical variable versus a numerical variable. Now, looks too big. Let me reduce this. Okay. Now, I'll just copy it and paste it below. Okay. I'll just copy it and paste it. The pen. Sorry. Let's pick up. Okay. Right click, copy. I'll go here and paste it. Okay. Now, I'll go to this chart. All of you, I'll go to this chart and you can go to chart design. In chart design, you can change the chart type also. So what I'll do now, instead of column, I'll show you what is the difference between bar chart. Okay. There are different 3D. If you want 3D, you can choose 3D. Let it be normal. Okay. Let it be normal. Click on OK. Now, the only difference is in the alignment, all of you. The only difference is in the alignment. Cool. Do you see here? If you just rotate that by 90-degree, you get bar chart. That is the only difference. Now, sometimes your client may say, okay, I want the data to be shown like this. Sometimes if they tell you, no, I want the data to be seen like this, that they can scroll from top to bottom, right? Here is scrolling from top to bottom. And there you are scrolling from left to right. And just switch on your data labels. That's all. See? Now, I have given you some learning points. Bar charts compare. Now I've shown you sales. You can do profit. Okay. This is simple column and bar chart, all of you. Let me know if you have created both. Let me know if you have created both. Vishal, Vishnu, Shreyamsha, Adrika. Done? All of you? Yes, no, people.
No.
Okay, do it, do it. Are you doing it with me?
Yes.
Okay, do it. Any doubt? Are you stuck anywhere? Are you people stuck on any step?
Yes.
Which one?
Alignment.
Okay, alignment. See here. For alignment, what you have to do when you select this chart, right? Do you see this plus symbol?
Yes.
Click on this plus symbol. You have data labels, okay? And on the data labels, you have this arrow mark. Click on this, and we don't need any of this, so we have to go to more options. Now, when you go to more options, you will get this format data labels. In more options, what we have to do, we have to choose the third one. What is the third one? The third one is for the alignment. And you have to go to text direction. And here, if you are working with column chart, you will make it vertical. And if you're working with bar chart, you will make it horizontal. Try this. Done, people? Let's move to the next chart then. Okay. Now, what if your client comes with a requirement that in a single chart, I want to see both the profit as well as sales? Now, in a single chart, how do I show them both the profit and sales? In a chart, you can see there is only one axis. This axis is for the sales. Now, if I also have to show them the profit, I need one more axis. But then this chart is not going to help me. So what should I do? So let's do one thing. Let's copy this entire data. Okay. Profit, sales, and product. I have copied this. Next, what I have to do? I have to go to insert and I have to go to recommended charts. Okay. Now, Now, if you see here, we have three different charts to show this. First is through clustered column chart. So what clustered column chart does, people? It creates groups. See, for every product, you will be able to see two groups. What are the two groups for every product? You will be able to see the profit as well as the sales. Now, the profit is in the red color and the sales is in the blue color. So what we should do, we should switch on the data labels. And in this case, people, I always try to show it in bar chart form. Okay. Okay. I will show it in bar chart form. See, but again, it looks so clumsy. It looks so clumsy, people. What we have to do, we have to just increase the. Okay. Now, this is called clustered bar chart. In clustered bar chart, for every category, you see a group of profit and sales, a group of profit and sales, a group of profit and sales, right? All of you create this. Okay, all of you create this clustered column chart. Okay, clustered column chart. What did we do, people? We went to insert, we went to recommended charts, and it gave us this recommended chart of using clustered. So we chose clustered. Okay. So try this. All of you create this clustered column chart. Done, all of you? Done. Now, there is one more chart that many people prefer in this case. It is called stacked bar chart. In clustered, what did we see? In clustered, we saw for every group, there are two things that it has created. For every group, it has created a profit as well as sales. But what if you don't want to create a group? You want both the profit and sales in a single bar. For that, we have stacked column chart. Okay, we have stacked column chart, or you can call it as stacked bar chart. You can use either of those. So let me click on OK and show it to you. How does it look? How does it look? Okay. Do you see? Now we just have one bar, and the same bar is segregated into two components. Your red is for profit and the blue is for sales. Got it? It looks at least better than the earlier one. Same thing, go to data label, more options, and we have to choose alignment. Okay, and it has to be 270 degree. Okay, you have to do it for both. You have to do it for both. Okay, fine. This is your stacked column chart, all of you. Stacked column chart. Okay, all of you create it. This is stacked column chart. Any doubt in this chart? Shreyamsha, Vishal, Vishnu, Adrika?
Not yet.
Okay, create it, create it. Did you get the difference? Did you all understand the difference between clustered and stacked? In stack, what is happening? The same bar is getting segregated into two components, the profit and sales. If you don't want to show it in a single bar, you can go with your clustered chart where you have two different groups. Okay. This is the second way of showing two categories, but there is one more, and that is also preferred. What if you want to show them in two different axes? Right now, if you see, both the profit and sales are shown to you in the same axis, but I want to create a different axis for profit. What will I do? Chalo. Let's see that method also. I will select all this category, go to insert, go to recommended charts, and we should have we should have combo charts. I don't see combo charts here, so what will I do? I'll go to all charts and go to combo charts. I prefer combo charts for this. Now click on OK, and you will see here combo chart. So let me explain you what is this combo chart. This combo chart is nothing but a combination of your sales and profit. Now, if you see, your sales is shown to you in the bar chart and your profit is shown to you through a line chart. So this is called your combo chart, combination of bar and line chart. This is combination of bar and line chart. So this is something which is preferred because people, they don't want to see it in a single bar. People don't want to see it in different groups. Some people, they want to see it through different axes. Correct? In that case, this can be used. So this is your combo chart, people. See, line is your profit and the bar is your sales. Create this. Done? Chalo. This is your combination. Now, if I try to find out the percentage contribution, okay? See here, I have got my products. I want to find out the percentage contribution of each product. Okay. percentage contribution of each product in the totals. I want to see how much is mobile contributing. Okay. So what we will do, whenever you come across a scenario where you are asked to show the percentage contribution, we always use pie chart. So what I'll do, I'll just select this range, people. Okay, let me take only 11 products. Okay, let me take only 11 products. Go to insert, go to recommended charts. Okay, and I'm going to use pie chart. Okay, so what pie chart will do? Pie chart will show you the percentage contribution. Now, here we don't have the numbers. So what we will do, we will try to get those values. Okay, I'll click on plus symbol, get the data labels. But in pie chart, I don't want to show the data labels. What do I want to show? I want to show the percentage also. I don't see any percentage here. So let's go to more options and see if I have this percentage label options. See, label options, you have value and percentage. So this is what I want. I don't want the value. You can show the value, but most important, I want to show the percentage. Okay. I want to show the percentage. So what will it do? Pie chart will show me the percentage contribution of each product. And as usual, you can always go to chart design, choose different designs that you want. Okay. Yes, no, people. Try this, all of you. This is pie chart. It shows you the percentage contribution. Okay. All of you, any doubt with pie chart? Tell me.
No.
Okay, cool. See, these are simple charts, people. You people might have already used this. But let's come to the interesting, which is your trend, which is your trend chart. Okay. Now, if I have to show a trend line, now there is one particular use case of line chart. Whenever you have to show a trend line, now trend line will always require you a date field. So first you should see if you have a date field here. So people, you can see I have a date field here and sales. So let me do what? Let me pick up this range, go to insert, go to recommended charts, and you see it will by default give me a line chart only, because Excel also knows that I'm trying to plot a trend line. So see here, it has created a trend line for me. Click on OK. You see a trend line. This is your line chart. You can switch on the data labels. Okay. And in trend line, you get this option of trend line. Okay, sorry. On line chart, you get this option of trend line. So what Excel will do, see, it has created a trend line. Do you see this dotted line? Do you see this dotted line? It has created a trend line. How the trend should be, see, the trend should have followed this line. This is your trend line. This is your trend line. Okay. So this is your line chart, people. This is your line chart. Any doubt in this basic charts? All of you tell me. Any doubts in this basic charts? Vishnu, Vishal. You can practice it later, not an issue.
No.
You can just practice this, all of you, okay? Now, there is one concept that all of you should know, and which is also very important, which is called forecasting. Have you heard about forecasting? Forecasting means you have historical data. Based on historical data, you will predict the future sales. This is called forecasting. Now, I have got date and sales. What if I ask Excel to forecast the sales for the next 5 days? Will Excel be able to do it? Let's try it. Let's try it. Now, you have a function called trend. Okay. Let's choose this function called trend. Okay. See, there are few parameters that you should know. Now, the first parameter it is asking you is known y. Known y is always your sales column. Okay. This is your known y. Okay. The second parameter is known x. X is always your date. The dates for which you know the sales. Okay. And the third parameter it is asking you is new x. This is your new x. You want to predict this value and close it. Enter. Do you see? Excel has predicted the sales for 31st January, 1st Feb, 2nd Feb, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. This is called forecasting. This is called forecasting. Okay. All of you, did you understand this formula? See, it takes known y. So your sales will be y, your date will be x. It takes known y. What is known y? All the sales value that you know. What is known x? All the date values that you know. And the last is unknown x. So this is the value that you want to find out. So it does some calculation in the back end and it will try to find out. This is what forecasting does. Okay, now on this chart also you can see there is an option called linear forecast. Okay, let's click on linear forecast. You will see that it is able to create a forecast. Let's go here, 30 January, right? Select here and let's see if it does a forecast for us. One second. Okay, see here, when you click on more option, you come here and here it is asking you forecast. There are some options, forecast periods. Okay, so let me give here 10. Let me give here 10 and let us see is it able to forecast for the next 10 days. It is always going to be linear and 10. Now see here, it has created a line. Do you see? We had data only till 30, right? So we had data only till, sorry, 30 January. See, it has forecasted 31, 30, sorry, 31, 2nd Jan, till next 10 days it has forecasted. Okay. Till next 10 days it is forecasted. But you cannot see the values here. So what we have to do? The best way is to use this formula and get the values here. It will be similar only, people. What values you have got it here, right? If you see 6 Feb, it is 2806. Here also, if you see 6 Feb, it is somewhere here 2806. 06. Okay, got it, all of you. This is about your trend line and forecasting. Basics of forecasting. If anyone asks you to predict, you can predict is using the formula trend. Cool. Any doubt? Tell me. Adrika, Shreyamsha, Vishal, Vishnu. No doubt. Cool people. Then we will meet next week. Bye bye. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your Sunday and complete your project and complete all these charts that we have done today. Practice it. And any doubts, we can take it next week. Okay? Cool.
Okay. Bye bye.
Chalo, hope you have all enjoyed the session. And people, one more thing. Yeah, before we move, 1 second, 1 second. Let me just show. Now, here in the curriculum, let me show you the curriculum once. Now, we have covered pivot table in details, right? We have covered pivot tables, different calculations. And yesterday, if you remember, I think Shreyamsha and Vishnu were there on the call. We have completed pivot charts also. We have studied slicer. All this we have completed, right? Yes, no,
Yes.
Shreyamsha. Okay, cool. Grouping also we have done. So till 10, right? Till module 10, I guess everything is covered for you people. So next week, they will release one more project for you. Okay? Chalo.
Okay.
Bye bye. Enjoy your Sunday.